Now this right here is when Moses then received the commandments. He's seeing like, yo, I got favor with the Most High. I want to see who you are, man. Like, I know if I was there, I would have been asking the same thing, man. Please let me see how you look. You know what I'm saying? That would have been killing me. So let's go ahead and read.
And consider that this nation is your people. And he said, my presence shall go with you, and I will give you rest.
He said, what shall go with him?
My presence shall go with you.
My presence shall go with you. Remember that. I want y'all to keep that in mind. He says, my presence shall go with you. Read.
And I will give you rest. And he said to him, if your presence go not with me, carry us not up from here. For wherein shall it be known here that I and your people have found grace in your sight? Is it not that you go with us? So shall we be separated, I and your people, from all the people that are upon the face of the earth. And Yahuwah said to Moshe, I will do this thing also that you have spoken. For you have found grace in my sight, and I know you by name.
So right here the Most High say, you know what? You found grace in my sight. I know you by name. I'm going to do what you asking. I won't do this for nobody else. Like he told Aaron and Miriam. I know Moses by name. I speak to him face to face. Everybody else is dark sentences. So Moses got great favor. Read.
And he said, I beseech you, show me your glory.
Show me what?
I beseech you, show me your glory.
I beg you, show me your glory. Keep that in mind. Glory. He says, show me your glory. Most of the time when we read this stuff like this, we skip right over it and don't even get it. But he just said something. My presence will go with you and show me your glory. Read. Or esteem. Read.
And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before you, and will proclaim the name of Yahuwah before you.
My name.
And I will proclaim the name of Yahuwah before you.
Read.
And will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I show mercy. And he said, you cannot see my face.
You cannot see my face. This is back to what the Messiah was saying earlier when we first started this. Read.
For there shall no man see me and live.
So no man can see me and live. So if any man lay his eyes on the Most High, the Father, he dies on the spot. Read.
And Yahuwah said, behold, there is a place by me, and you shall stand upon a rock. And it shall come to pass, while my glory passes by.
While my what?
While my glory passes by.
So it's going to come to pass while my glory passes by. Again, everybody skip right over that. Read.
That I will put you in a cleft of the rock, and will cover you with my hand while I pass by. And I will take away my hand, and you shall see my back parts, but my face shall not be seen.
So right here, this is basically showing you exactly what the Messiah was saying, that no man has seen his face, has seen him or heard his voice at any time. Because if you see this or hear his voice, everybody thinking that they're going to die. Let's show you about the voice thing. Let's get Deuteronomy 5:24.
Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verse 24. And you said, behold, Yahuwah our power has showed us his glory.
Has did what?
Has showed us his glory.
He showed us his glory. Read.
And his greatness. And we have heard his voice out of the midst of fire.
And we have heard his voice out of the midst of fire. If we go back, you'll see that this angel was actually speaking. Read.
We have seen this day that the Most High talks with man, and he lives.
He does what?
The Most High does talk with man, and he lives.
So right here, he says, he talks with us, and we live. But let's see. Read.
Now, therefore, why should we die? For this great fire will consume us if we hear the voice of Yahuwah our power.
So right there, they know that this voice may consume us if we really heard the Most High's voice. Read.
Then we shall die. For who is there of all flesh that has heard the voice of the living power, speaking out of the midst of fire, as we have and lived?
So right here, they wondering, we heard his voice. Why aren't we dead? They already know this. The same stuff that the Messiah was saying. They already know this way back here. Why aren't we dead? That's what they wondering. So, let's get into this quote-unquote angel of the Lord. And bring some understanding to this thing. Let's go to Exodus 3 and 1. Exodus 3 and 1. You go ahead and start reading.
Okay. Exodus chapter 3 and verse 1. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of the Most High, even to Horeb. And the angel of Yahuwah appeared unto him in the flame of fire.
Who appeared to him?
And the angel of Yahuwah appeared unto him in the flame of fire.
So this is that angel appeared to Moses in the flame of fire, in the burning bush. Read.
Out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. And Moshe said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, while the bush is not burned.
Read on.
And when Yahuwah saw that he turned aside to see, the Most High called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said,
hold on, that's the Most High. It said that the angel of the Lord was in the bush, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now it says that the Most High, or
Elohim, called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moshe, Moshe. And he said, Here I am.
Read.
And he said, Draw not near here. Put off your shoes from off your feet, for the place whereon you stand is Kadesh ground.
So this angel right here says, put off your shoes and draw nigh hither. So this guy got some power. He telling Moses, take your shoes off. This place where you standing at is Kadesh ground, or holy ground. Now let's see this same thing play out again. Let's go to Joshua 5 and 13.
The book of Joshua, chapter 5 and verse 13. And it came to pass, when Joshua was by Jericho, that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went unto him and said to him, Are you for us, or are you for our adversaries?
So this guy's looking mighty powerful.
Right.
And we know Joshua was nice with his word.
Right. Nice with the slice.
Exactly. He was nice with it. But he was scared right here. That's why he asked him, are you for us or against us? Read.
And he said, No, but as a captain of the host of Yahuwah am I now come.
But the captain of the host, he called him in there somewhere, the Lord of host or something like that. Well, y'all know what I'm saying. Let's get it. Read.
And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did worship.
Wait a minute. Joshua did what?
Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did worship.
So Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did worship. It's forbidden to worship angels, though, right? But that's what this translation says. Read that part again, that right there again.
And he said, No, but as a captain of the host of Yahuwah am I now come. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did worship, and said to him, What says my master unto his servant?
Call this angel or man master. What do you say to your servant? You never told us to do nothing like this for an angel, right? Keep watching. We're going to show you something. Read.
And the captain of Yahuwah's host said to Joshua, Loose your shoe from off your foot.
Do what?
Loose your shoe from off your foot.
Ain't this the same thing that he told Moses?
Exactly.
So this angel is telling Joshua to do the exact same thing, and Joshua bowed down to him and worshiped him. And the Most High didn't split the ground, the heavens, and kill Joshua on the spot and say, you just did this. You ain't my servant no more. Wait a minute, man. Something is... Keep watching. Let's get it. Read.
For the place whereon you stand is Kadesh, and Joshua did so.
And Joshua did so. So Joshua obeyed him. And again, Most High didn't kill him or nothing. This is forbidden. But we're going to bring some understanding to this thing, though. Let's show you some more appearances of this quote-unquote angel of the Lord. Let's go to Genesis 32 and 24. Genesis 32, we're going to start at verse 24.
The book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 24. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day.
So this is when Jacob was wrestling with the angel. Read.
And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. And he said, Let me go, for the day breaks. And he said, I will not let you go, except you bless me. Then he said to him, What is your name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, Your name shall be called no more Jacob.
Hold on, the Most High said this.
And he said, Your name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
So this guy or man just pops up out of nowhere and tell Jacob, you ain't Jacob no more. You Israel. Wait a minute, how can he just do this? He's out the blue, boom, change his name. And he accepts it. Read.
For as a prince has you power with Elohim and with men, and has prevailed. And Jacob asked him and said, Tell me, I pray you, your name.
Tell me what?
And Jacob asked him and said, Tell me, I pray you, your name.
So right here, he wants to get this quote-unquote angel's name. Now we know through scripture, they name the other angels, the other mighty or powerful angels that's in the scripture. They name them by name. Read.
And he said, Why is it that you ask my name?
Why do you ask my name? Read.
And he blessed him there. And Jacob called the name of that place Peniel, for I have seen Elohim face to face, and my life is preserved.
What does preserved mean?
Kept alive.
Kept alive. So right here, Jacob is wondering, I just seen the person that Moses was speaking to face to face, and I'm alive.
Alive.
Face to face. Remember that. Back in Exodus, it says, if anybody see my face, they will die. Even Moses didn't get to see it. He got to see the back parts. We're going to find out who that was that Moses was seeing, who this is right here, because according to that Exodus, Jacob should be dead right here.
Put to rest.
So we're going to show you them guys, you run their mouth, they don't have no understanding. Now, let's go to Genesis 48 and 15.
The book of Genesis, chapter 48 and verse 15. And he blessed Joseph and said, Elohim, before whom our fathers Abraham, Isaac did walk, the power which fed me all my life long unto this day.
The who?
The power which fed me all my life long unto this day.
So whoever this is, he's fed me all of my life long until this day. Read.
The angel which redeemed me from all evil.
Hold on a minute. The who?
The angel which redeemed me from all evil. Bless the lads, and let my name be named on them, and the name of my fathers Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth.
So right here, Jacob says that this angel which redeemed me from all evil. Something's kind of tricky, man. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Let's go to Judges 6 and 11.
The book of Judges, chapter 6 and verse 11. And there came an angel